This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle. Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
Did dot did it did dot did it did it did dot did it did dot did it did it did dot did it did dot did it did it did dot did it. Baby, come home to me. Did dot did it dot it. I saw my baby a telegram asking to a big dot land.
Good morning, Newcastle. Hopefully you have your first cup of coffee, and I know I do on this frosty morning. We're not kind of used to that, and going to get to the mailbag, and a lot of mailbag to go. Mike DeStefano, thanks for the kind words, and always thanks for sharing. Now, as we continue through, happy birthday wishes go out to Justin Carbone, Kathy Malinchek, Debbie Burns, Dawn Rosano, Allie Brown, Jeffrey Fandozzi, Dennis Pegley, Dave Micco, and Dominic Short. Carol Mangino, thanks for the kind words. Annetta Hauk, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining NCTV45. Lana Noel Douglas, thank you. Christine DiMuccio Amabel, thanks for watching NCTV45. Gina Wright and Tanya and Dave Paxton. Doug Solomon, thanks for sharing, and we'll get on that with respect to Newswatch. Some great activities coming up. Doug, thanks for the kind comments. And Albert Conti, thank you, and welcome to the NCTV45 family. Peggy DiCaprio, thank you for the kind comments. And Terry Lynn Davis, thank you, and welcome. Coach Cower, Steve Allen, Denise Kaloje, Jake, thank you, and John Caliagavo, always a pleasure. Andrew McCutcheon, add a little cute tweet. And Miss Walker, thank you for joining NCTV45. Scott Brubaker, thank you. And is the mailbag big enough for you today? Jerry George, Thomas Wilkins, Christina, and I can't, Lama, Jamie Russo, Lori Gardner, Courtney Lane, and Kathy Cunningham Barker. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake and that extra cup of coffee. Doug, we are going to get that out. Peggy, thank you. And Harry Anarella, welcome to the NCTV45 family. Richard Faris, thank you for the kind comments. Carol Ross, thank you. And Taylor Baker, thanks for joining NCTV45. Patty Prestipine Schaefer, always a pleasure. And as we continue on, David Stoner, thanks for the kind comments. And wow, it just, Dana Taylor, Ronaldo Dorr, which is like Ray, Brian Tanner, Krista Ryan, thank you. Hope you have a great birthday, and just enjoy, get that second piece of birthday cake. Marianne Granville, thanks for watching. Amy Remelier Lester, thanks for tuning in to NCTV 45. Terry Ludovici Pia, thank you for watching NCTV 45. And Jenny, thank you, Angelo. I did watch, and I watch almost every day. Love your videos. Keep them coming. Thank you, Jenny. That's so nice. Ed Terose, thank you for watching NCTV 45. And wow.
Your family and friends will be pleased if you suggest dining at Mary's Middle Eastern Restaurant in Newcastle. Lamb and chicken dishes, stuffed grape leaves, tabbouleh, hummus, kibbe, and so much more from their huge menu. When you're looking for something different for your dining experience, then Mary's is the answer. Many of their customers come in from nearby counties. Mary's Middle Eastern Restaurant, located on Long Avenue in Newcastle. Call 724-652-2447. Parkstown Restaurant has been serving the greater Newcastle area with quality and experience in family dining and great entertainment. Their superb menu includes sides, wings, pizza, sandwiches, Italian entrees, American entrees, soups and salads. Parkstown Restaurant located at 2800 West State Street, Newcastle. Eat in or take out.
This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV 45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
And we're back, and a couple things about the comments that come into NCTV 45. Number one, the mail that we get, it's almost embarrassing, because for every 1,000 comments, we're lucky if we get one negative one. When we get a negative comment, it's usually tied to somebody else having a personal problem and not anything we did. We were thanked over and over again for the Epiphany Mass down at St. Vitus, and I did apologize for the Mass that didn't come out exactly right at St. Vincent de Paul, and I'm working on that. But, gee, you know, it becomes something to just try to look at, and I personally thank you for making us your favorite. I really, really do. And enough said about that. Newswatch. A lot of state news going on right now as we get caught up on some of these local activities, and there's a lot of local activities coming up. So make sure you watch that. Watch for the hockey. Put on our playlist as it goes through the day. You know, who wants to watch prices and dices and slices and these realities and game shows and everything? When you watch NCTV 45, you'll learn about Lawrence County. You get to see athletes in Lawrence County doing things. You get to see recipes and cooking and a whole bunch of things. So that's a big, big plus. Want to remind you that CareerLink and the Economic Development Group have teamed up for a presentation. That coming up. Deadline to put your stuff in is January 10th, just so you know. And last weekend out at St. James, they had their breakfast brunch, which is utterly fantastic. And it's coffee and contemplation over at Villa Maria. So just a bunch of great things going on. Make sure that you get and take time to diversify your schedule and do something a little bit out of the ordinary. Stop with the ho-hum. Maybe that's a good New Year's resolution for you. As I'm not really a New Year's resolution guy, but you know, there are so many different things that you can do right here. Go watch a hockey game. It'll be a great time. Now we're going to take this break, go to sports, and we'll be right back.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
Hello and welcome once again to the Cedar Sports Corner, and let's jump on the NBA and check out your Monday schedule. Well, Dad's Celtics are at home against the Nets, while my son's Spurs go visiting the Pistons. Elsewhere, you've got the Nuggets at the Rockets, the Jazz at the Bucks, Grizzlies at the Pelicans. The Lakers are taking on the Mavericks. The Knicks are at the Trailblazers, and the Magic are at the Kings. Now, over in the NHL, Penn's coming off Friday's 4-0 win over the Jets, and let's see what this Monday holds as we limp through and try and get that schedule changed. Here you go. It is the Predators at the Maple Leafs, Blues at the Flyers, Wild at the Canadiens, Flames at the Blackhawks, and the Kings, they're taking on the Sharks. NCAA basketball, and we're starting to get into the what I call the dog days of basketball as we get to the middle of the month. Niagara's taking on Fairfield. Howard taking on Maryland Eastern Shore. And when we take a look at Atlantic 10 action, and maybe we will, maybe we won't, here's what you have. In the A10, for your Monday, how about that? It's a clean slate. No games scheduled. Let's take a look at the ACC to see where Pitt is. And your ACC Monday, and it's just kind of funny sometimes. And they took a break, so go to Cedars, get some wings, watch the pro games, watch hockey, and just enjoy. This was the Cedars Sports Corner Report. We're going to take this break. We'll be right back after this time.
Melva's Deja Vu on North Street, where everything old is new again. Yes, Melva's with new, exciting fashions, shoes, and so much more. Stop by Melva's Deja Vu. She'll be welcoming you at the door. And once you step inside, the treasures you'll explore. It's Melva's Deja Vu on North Street in Newcastle. This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Joseph's Supermarket. Special thanks to Joseph's. The Pokeberry Exchange at 41 North Mercer Street has gifts galore. It's the Pokeberry Exchange. It's yours to explore.
Hello and welcome back. And I want to talk about some positive things. My hat goes off to Carl, who Carl has an automobile service garage right at the corner of Junior High Street and Washington. And they do oil changes, they rotate tires, they do brakes. They're fantastic. And I want to thank Carl, as I was the kind of like a bad country western song as I headed through December last year with cars breaking and things just, every once in a while things are going to go awry, and then everything fell into place. And Carl did a lot of great work for me. And be looking for Carl on NCTV45. Hats off, Carl, and I really want to thank you for all the work you've done. And it's been particularly great. Over the weekend, I decided for this Cook in the Castle that I was going to go out, and it's National Soup Month. They had National Spaghetti. Okay, but I already did sauce on Cook in the Castle. I didn't want to do a repeat. So what I did was I made brujol with cavatellis. And what you're going to have to do is watch this episode. But when I was out at one of the local markets shopping, getting my stuff together, up comes a gentleman, and we were talking about hot peppers. Well, of course. You know what? They're not just for lunch and supper anymore. They're for breakfast anytime you eat hot peppers. So then he learned about NCTV45, told me he loved it, said he now binge watches. Well, how about that? If that isn't a great big compliment, I don't know what is. And I totally appreciate those words. Now, you know what? We have to get to the song of the day. And I got a great song I heard this morning. And I thought, well, this is a great for a January day. And I just couldn't pass it up. So here you go. Take a look, take a listen. Tremendous song. Now, we got to know the singer and the song. Just a little simple thing like that. We're going to take this break. When we come back, how to be your wife's best friend, helpful hints, and a whole bunch more right after.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets the modern conveniences of today. Spacious seating and amenities await. Fresh ingredients that make that just right pizza or entree. It's Tuscany Square for your next event. Stop and see us or give us a call at 724-654-0365.
Hello and welcome once again to Lawrence County 45 weather. Well, after last night's mostly cloudy low of 27, what are you thinking about your Monday? Well, as you look at radar, you see some glimpses of that precipitation. The national scene showing the west being a little more inviting as it's clear. Your Monday, mostly cloudy, 42. Now, there's only a 30% chance of rain, so I think you're going to make it through the day okay. But when you get to the evening, showers are likely. Cloudy, 42. The chance of precip is 60%. Your Tuesday, partly sunny and 50. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, 32. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, 35. 40% chance of precip on Wednesday. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, 26. 30% chance of precip. Thursday, mostly cloudy and 32. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, 24. And your Friday, out pops the sunshine with a high of 35. Now, this has been Lawrence County 45 weather, and we're going to take this break. We'll be right back after standing by my window.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program furnished by a grant from Keystone Specialty, Newcastle's party store on Mill Street in Newcastle. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets the modern conveniences of today. Spacious seating and amenities await. Fresh ingredients that make that just right pizza or entree. It's Tuscany Square for your next event. Stop and see us or give us a call at 724-654-0365.
But I need to tell you something.
I personally don't recommend this. There used to be a thing, though, if you know about Energine, it was like a cleaner. Back in the day when there was Rocky's Market up in Union Township, my mother would get Energine and it would clean off tape. So I'm about to tell you, and today it was a little bit cold out. I'm sure after you watched the weather in the last segment. Winterize your door. If you have a sliding glass door that's rarely used during the winter, seal the bottom and the top and the sides with duct tape to keep the cold air from coming in. Now, the only thing about that is you get that stuff, that sticky tape stuff on the door, and you might not want that. So my advice to you is make sure you have some cleaner to clean it off. If you don't mind, then you don't mind. How to be your wife's best friend. Well, after this weekend, watch Cooking the Castle. My goodness. My folks loved what I made as Cooking the Castle. Everybody was enjoying that food. And how to be your wife's best friend. Here we go as we spin the book. And every once in a while, fix her fresh squeezed orange juice. Not a bad idea, because you know what? The lack of sunshine out there might just make her a little bonkers. But take her to Tuscany. Come on. Cedars, Crane Room, Pegley's. One of our fine establishments that, you know what? You can't get it anywhere else. I talked to a guy from Uniontown this weekend. He says, man, when I come to Newcastle, I got to load up because that food is so good. And, don't take my word for it. Mike from Carnegie, Mike DiStefano, he thinks the food is just excellent too. And by the way, Mike, I talked with Louie. He's going to be giving you a call. Just to let you know, he has your number. So that piles everything into that. Boy, that was really a little interesting segment there. Let's talk about the song of the day. I think this song just about says it all. I love it. Listen, tell me what you think. Well, you know it, Justin Timberlake. Yes, Can't Stop the Feeling. Okay. Now that's from DreamWorks Animation, Trolls. And make sure you have that sunshine in your pocket. Can't Stop the Feeling. And I've only got one thing to say. And you've been doing it. Tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. and say, don't worry, NCTV45, the train, they're available anytime on your TV. Hey, train.